Hey guys, welcome to our Sometimes Tuesday Paintapalooza. We're just here, like always, painting the junk that we've thrifted. Some of it's sold, so we got to get it to the shop. And some of the things we're just going to finish and get updated and listed at JamieRayVintage.com. You can get all the paint and products at JamieRayVintage.com as well.
This is the later afternoon edition.
Yeah, we had some cutie cousins we were babysitting, and so we were out in the pool. We were working poolside. Zeb was working on editing a Jamie and Zeb video.
It's actually uploading right now.
And I probably got like 3 things listed on the website.
I forgot to get the video about all the chicks and all that because it's on your phone. So we'll have to include that in the next one.
That's all right. So if you guys want to go check out that video, not right now because we're live.
It's not quite up yet.
It's not quite up. It's on Jamie and Zeb. And we have a fun new product come out. Do you want to go get, well, we probably don't want to show that. You just show the butt end of your stencil.
Oh, yeah, I could show it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'll show the back end of it, what it looks like all put together with multiple colors. I'll go get that in a minute.
If you guys are channel members or JRV paid subscribers on Facebook, this is the printable for June, one of them. And we are just working on, I've got a frame that we thrifted that we just need to put some art in. So I'm going to be working on that. And I have a couple of things drying outside already. You can see this is here. I'm soaking the label off of that. So that's kind of like front and center. I don't know that anybody really cares about that. So we'll just put that over the side while that soaks.
It's just wet water on it. Just soaking that to get that paper off of there.
It's one of the many joys of thrift flipping. You got to get labels and paper off of stuff.
So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to distress this clock a little bit. It's got a great paint job. The black is good. Black is like one of those neutral classics, like white, tans, some creams that, you know, they go in and out, but eventually they always come back around. I feel like black hasn't been out in about 30 years, but I'm going to pull these knobs off because these ones unscrew. And then I'm going to do a transfer over the top here, distress this a little bit more. I've been fixing these hands. You saw me kind of whacking at them and straightening them out. Sometimes that's all you got to do. This doesn't have glass over the face of it. It's the way this style is, which I actually like.
Unless you're no glare.
Yeah, and then unless you're going to be like spraying and like cleaner all over it all the time. Like this, really
I ain't cleaning my clocks all the time, as is evidenced by my 2 very dusty antique clocks that I have at my house. We have a Swedish Norse clock. A lot of people confuse it for a Mora clock, but
it looks just like it.
In Sweden, the clocks are changed. The names are based off of where they were made. So Moras are from Mora. So this clock is from Sweden, but it's not Mora. And then I have like a French clock over here. Both very, very dusty. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anything on here for questions. Somebody was asking if they wanted to put a sealer over to the cottage color to make it more durable. I would use, for our most durable finish, I would use Final Finishes in any of the sheens. It's not completely all natural. It does have a little bit of VOC, but it is really, really durable. And then for subscriptions, if you are signed up for the paper subscription, so this, I'll do a little disclaimer. Paper subscription, you will get 4 sheets of paper in the mail. That you go through the website, you can do a one-time only or recurring.
One-time only gets you that month. Recurring gets you every month it comes out because we do different ones every month.
For recurring. This is not the paper subscription that we mail out. This is from our channel membership on YouTube. If you see anybody with a little bird by their name, they're channel members, and it is strictly digital. And you have to download it, and we've included that on YouTube. And then, but you have to be the paid channel member. It's a perk. Basically, you're buying 2 digital prints a month. We give that as a perk, and then 2 extra live videos. If you're not on YouTube and you're on Facebook, we have a JRV paid subscriber group, and the videos and the printables are the same in there. So hopefully that's clear as mud. If it's not, email info@JamieRayVintage.com.
Lots of things you can subscribe to, basically.
Yes. So one is a subscription where you get physical papers. That's called the paper subscription. And then one is channel membership, where we will send you digitals.
Yeah, digital downloads.
Caitlin dropped the link above for and this is digital. Okay, where do you get your transfers? Caitlin just dropped a link. We have those at JamieRayVintage.com. If you just search the word transfer on our website, it'll pop up. There's my horse. I did make sure that the head was not cut off. It's just kind of off to the side. There we go. Got shiny. I kind of want to slide that over a little. Some more. If you're having problems with it sticking, it's probably your paint is not sticking well to your piece. So you either need to prep your piece better, or you can seal it with some sealer, let it dry overnight, and then put your transfer on.
I will say if it's like a really porous paint, meaning it doesn't have any sealer.
Queen Bee.
Oh yeah, Queen Bee is the DIY paint. You got to almost wipe it with like a damp cloth, not so much that you're wet distressing it, just get the dust off of there, or blow it off. But it's really hard without sealing it to get all of the dust off, because it's like clay when it dries, and so it absorbs whatever you put on there, and sometimes it absorbs that adhesive and doesn't actually stick. So the best practice would be to seal over the top where you're going to put the transfer on. Then you can do, it doesn't have to be like a really serious heavy coat of sealer, just quick coat of sealer to make that paint
make
not
sure
be
it's really
so
dry.
porous. All right, that's cleaned up. Got the dust off of these. I'm going to go look for a transfer. So this is also one of those digital prints from the channel membership. You got these 2 this month. You get 2 every month. They're new and they're licensed so that you can print off 100 of them if you wanted to and use them however you want.
Oh, yeah, that's the other digital one. I'm just trying to use it up because I've printed them out and we don't always use them. Okay, which one? I don't have a favorite transfer, Nadine, to be honest. I know that Debbie's favorite was Midnight Garden and now it's Menagerie. But it's like, it depends on what I'm doing.
Do we have more of these?
Yeah, we should have more Menagerie. When everything that is in our current stock is sold, though, we won't be able to get more.
It's okay. I got this transfer that we need to use up. And we're running low, and because IOD is out.
Can you grab me a paintbrush?
We try very hard to keep our stock full. So as long as it's available to us, we have it in stock. If it's not available to us through Iron Orchid Designs, and they're waiting on a restock, we are also waiting on a restock oftentimes. We try to keep really good supplies. Caitlin keeps track of that. And like when we're starting to get low, she puts in replacement orders and restocks all the time, weekly, if not a couple times a week sometimes. But when they run out, and we can't control that. I think I'm going to do these purple ones. I think they'll look really good on the black. I've got this one here for one drawer, and then this one on another page for this other drawer.
Yes, Seb can paint with either hand. He's kind of ambidextrous. I'm not really ambidextrous, but I paint with either hand because I have arthritis.
I am definitely right hand dominant, but I can do a lot of tasks with both hands. It comes from just doing a lot of things with my hands my whole life.
So the rice paper that we use, we actually buy for commercial use. So that's not something that we could share with you because we just have it on hand.
That's proprietary.
Yeah. Well, she was just wondering because she has channel membership.
Oh, gotcha.
So we just use the paper that we buy commercially.
Well, and I'm buying in bulk, so it probably wouldn't do you much good anyway.
Yeah. But I'm sure if you just look up rice paper, there's probably some options online that you could use for that. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Has anyone seen Rashonda? I have not seen Rashonda lately. Remember when I used to call her Rashwanda because I couldn't say her name? All right, I'm using Juniper. I haven't used this one in a while, so I thought it'd be a good one, and I think it's going to pair well with that paper.
We have actually met Rashonda.
We have. We met her.
I think I'm saying her name wrong.
It's Rashonda.
I know. When we were in Texas.
In Texas. Yeah, it's been a while. It's when we went to Round Top. 2021, maybe. So we went there one spring before we started going to England. England was still closed because of the situation. We have booked our 2025 trip to England. We'll be going in October. We've got our Airbnb booked. It's actually a place that we've stayed at before, which I'm super excited about because the owner is really nice and she is going to let us have UPS pickups on site, which I'm going to just say this. And if you're
Jamie's about to cry on you right now.
If you're from England and this hurts your feelings, I apologize. But English people do not like to be put out. So it is a huge deal that they're willing to let us do that. Like we've never had an Airbnb.
Well, I feel like this
it.
particular host, she was a stewardess and she's retired now, and she did that her whole life. And
she's been to the States.
And so she's been in the States a lot. And so I think she gets our like hustle and bustle mentality. If you could say that.
I was very polite. I just said, you know, if the answer is no, it's okay. But would you mind if we had some UPS package pickups on site? We'll just cover it with a tarp and they could just come grab our packages. And she's like, we'll find a really good spot for you to put them that you can leave them for the driver. And you can absolutely do that. And that was so nice. Last year, I messaged somebody that we really want to stay at their place. And they're like, they didn't even want us packing boxes in the Airbnb because they were worried about, I have no idea, but they're like, we have a barn you can pack boxes in. I'm like, oh no, I'm not staying there because we spend 3-4 hours, 6 hours a night sometimes packaging. I'm not. The
last few nights are usually 6 hours a night.
It's till super late at night, and I'm like, I watch TV and eat in my pajamas. I'm not going to some barn. Anyway, so we didn't wind up staying there, and it's fine. It's just kind of culturally, they don't want to be put out. They're very kind and warm, and as long as it's something that they've agreed upon, they're fine with. But it's just not super common.
They're actually very accommodating.
Oh, they're way good. As long as it's within their norms.
They're very good hosts.
As long as it's within their cultural norms, they're amazing hosts. Like every Airbnb, they like take really good care of.
Actually, it kind of spoils us because I'm like
American Airbnbs.
Like every Airbnb we go to, there's like fresh bread, eggs from the neighbors.
They never want you to have to. You never have to clean up.
They have like tea and coffee and usually some alcoholic beverages of some sort. We don't drink those. We leave those there for them, but
they don't have a laundry list of things you got to do when you leave. Like in the States, they're like, basically, could you also patch that hole in the wall from the previous tenants? I mean, like they give you a list a mile long, and they usually have a cleaning deposit that's really expensive. They don't have that in England. So it's just different, like culturally. Anyways, all that time, I'm super excited. Is Midnight Garden coming back? I think it is back. Caitlin, do we have Midnight Garden back in stock?
I'm going to roll this over the edge because I can and no one's stopping me. And also, I might just distress it off when I distress because it's just going to break anyway. And so, yep, that one broke. I'll come up close and show you guys where it broke before I peel it off so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so I rolled this over the edge. It's got kind of like a roll there. Rolled it over the edge. This one snapped right on off. So I could just keep rolling that if I wanted to, but it broke pretty much where I wanted it to break anyway. So I'm just going to leave that. I don't have to cut it anymore or do anything fancy. I'm just doing the design where I want and pressing down, and everywhere else won't come off very well, and it'll snap as I peel this off.
I'm using Juniper in Cottage Color. This is single step paint. This is from the previous color release. I haven't used it in a while, but I've been using so much garden sage. I thought, well, maybe it's time.
I mean, we used it a lot.
Oh yeah, we
used it pretty solid for like 6 months.
I just haven't busted it out recently, so I decided to change up. Really, I just have what I have, and then when I run through a color or whatever, then I go get more or something else. I can't keep everything that we carry in the shop at the house. We just don't have that kind of space. Thanks, Leslie. She's like, congrats on our England trip.
It was difficult to like find a time that was going to work for most everybody.
Somebody said we could open our Airbnb and just have them finish the cottage. So in Europe, it's very common. Like if you have like a historical building or like a chateau, they have websites.
People come and volunteer.
People volunteer to work at them. So like if you follow Chateau Diaries, I'm sure they do have paid people on their staff, but they have a lot of people that volunteer. I was like, they volunteer to work for you for something that you get paid for. Like that's weird, but they volunteer because they want that experience.
Well, also I think it's almost
like an internship.
Yeah, and I think they just love the history so much. They want to make sure it's like getting done, and they want to help.
I love a lot of things, but I'm not working for $0. Love don't pay the bills. I guess if you're a trust fund baby, it's different, but I am
not very many people are these days.
I am not. I'm indeed not a trust fund baby. Quite the opposite. My mother lives with me. All right, I think got pretty good coverage. I'm not worried about full coverage because I'm going to distress it. I'll put this out in the sun and grab my other 2 projects I pre-painted.
Once I get this project done, I will go grab my little project, and I'm just going to show you part of it because we're not that channel, on this channel at least. But what I painted could be considered controversial.
He painted my daughter's hunting rifle.
Yeah. Eliza wanted it purple and, well, pink is what she wanted. And we worked up a color scheme that she was happy with, and I did that. And it turned out really cool. And now she wants me to make her camo to match, which I may also do. And I believe, Caitlin, I don't know. I was looking to link it because that video is uploading right now. I didn't see it on the website yet.
They're live and active. Caitlin, can you drop
They're live and active. Okay. The camouflage stencils are live and active. I'm going to put some sealer over the top of this before I put that knob on. Maybe just wax. I think I'll just wax. Oops. I think I'm going to do this one like.
I already put 1 coat of anvil on here. So I'm getting another one on here. I'm going to use the beeswax bar. It's like made for resist, and we haven't ever used it. So I'm going to get this dry, and then we'll use DIY paint over the top of it and after we put beeswax over the edge, and we'll show you how to distress with it. They love your Star Wars shirt.
Thank you. You know, Jamie and I were discussing my wardrobe the other day, and
Zeb started it. I don't want you guys think I'm picking on him. I don't care what he wears.
No one was picking on anybody. I was just like, I feel like I love Star Wars. Have my whole life since I can remember watching it. It's been around my whole life, and I was like, I think I'm ready for just like some plain t-shirts and maybe some button-ups.
He's growing up.
Well, I was looking through my closet, and it's all either Lehigh Pioneers, which is like the high school the kids go to, like sports gear and clothes or shirts and hats, or it's Star Wars stuff. And I realized I didn't buy any of that. It's been given to me.
So you just need to let people know
I haven't purchased any clothes.
You just need to let your children and your friends know that you have moved on and you have now acquired every Star Wars shirt.
I'm not going to say I mean, even the Volcom stuff that I wear, Jamie buys that at the Volcom outlet store.
Well, I don't need to. I'll buy you whatever you want.
I do like it.
Like, I'm happy to buy you plain shirts. I will stop.
I think I'm just.
I will gladly stop buying your Star Wars shirts because I'm going to be honest. I'm not like, I don't hate them. I'm just like, I've been seeing you wear them for 20 plus years, so I could go for some cute little button-ups.
See, what will probably happen is I'll design my own logo wear, and then we'll have to have our print shop make it.
Gotcha.
Because I won't be just like super satisfied with a plain shirt. I'll try it for a day. If you start
selling your stencils and your backpacks and stuff, then we'll worry about your logo wear.
Okay.
Baby steps.
Well, it would just be for me.
We ain't got no time for that.
Sometimes I design things and I'm like, ooh, that could be a shirt. I like that.
I'm currently wearing a Lehigh Rodeo Roundup shirt. The rodeo's next week. We're excited to go. We'll be there Friday night.
It's a big deal here in Lehigh.
Yeah, you can't hardly get tickets. I bought my tickets
in November
on Black Friday. Because it's a little rodeo in a big town. Deb's using the menagerie transfer.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we love Star Wars, and I don't mind a few Star Wars shirts, but I'm like, it'd be nice if you had a few things.
I'm not gonna probably completely
I think
stop
what it
wearing
is
them.
We've been dating. and you want date night shirts.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, you're dressed up all looking cute, and I'm over here like some sweaty nerd that's got dirty shorts and a Star Wars shirt on because I've been working all day.
Do you need me to just, well, today today I have mascara on and moisturizer. That's where we're at today. I think I maybe put blush on. I can't remember. Do you need me to tone it down for you?
No, it's fine.
I was outside by the pool. I don't like to wear a lot of makeup when I'm outside a lot.
I'm very comfortable going wherever I'm like dirty clothes. It doesn't matter. I'll do whatever is needed. Show up to kids' games and events.
The trolls will be out in force if you don't like them. Love your content. Keep it coming. I don't know what's not. What, I don't know. Did I say something wasn't my favorite? The Star Wars shirts? I don't know. I don't remember saying that. Gypsy says, hey, you got your woman. You can wear what you want. You still got to try to look nice. I put effort into it. Not like a lot of effort, let's be honest. But I did get my nails done. He doesn't care about that though.
No. All right. This is going to make this clock go from plain black clock to really awesome.
Very mature and dramatic. That's going to look cool. Here, I'll show you guys my shirt. I covered it up because I don't want to get dirty. Ta-da! It's actually, I'm going to be honest, I slept in it last night because it's huge. And I just, like I said, I've been having a lazy day. I didn't take it off. I did put a bra on. That's as far as I got. All right, that's going to dry. This I've been working on. It said Wi-Fi password, and I've had water soaking on it. So I'm just going to see if I can get the rest of the
clear
Wi-Fi
wax. Going to cover the top of these. You don't have to necessarily seal your transfers. It's not going to help them stick. What it is going to help them do is not get like worn out.
Well, it makes them more wipeable.
Yeah, like you'll be able to dust this really well once this wax cures.
Sorry, guys. Sometimes my job is hard. Today it's hard.
Okay, well, that's drying.
They said they loved my overalls yesterday. Those ones are so comfortable. I wore them all day, even to baseball. We had a doubleheader last night. Jack's team is going to state.
They won both their games last night by 1 point. Comeback wins on both of them.
They are going to state, and then they're finished. They're still in that tournament, the city tournament. So that's kind of fun. Anyways, I wound up wearing those all day. I think we're down to like 1 or 2 of the overalls from yesterday. I'm not sure if I can reorder them, but once we sell all the way out, I'll order them. I can't like reorder certain sizes. You have to order like a whole run when you buy wholesale clothes. So once I sell out of every size, then I'll order another run. Caitlin dropped a link from, I think we had like medium and large. Leslie says, tomorrow I get an Invisalign with 1 tooth. Oh, we're talking about braces. My braces, I think I'll be done in like 6 months. And Terry's Pamper Chef says, girl, I just love your attitude and your smoke. Today, my attitude is tired. I'm bringing chill energy today. I could be napping right now easily. But we sold so much stuff this week that need to be painted, so I got to get it done. All right, we're almost there, guys. I just got a little bit of stuff left. And I'm probably going to have to put like a mold down on the bottom because when I took off the black board here, it like ripped off the situational. Can I buy that print already printed out? Is it $30-some? What print? I don't know which print. What print are you talking about? Are you talking about this one? This one is only for channel membership, but I don't know what print she is. What about the Lost Garden? That one, I don't think we're sold out of, but when... I don't know that we can reorder it. Let's see. Lost Garden. That one is so good. Is it? Oh, it's sold out. All right. I do need to check our back end though, because we always have a buffer of like 1 or 2 transfers in case somebody's gets lost or something gets misshipped. So we might have, we'll check, see if we have any more.
All right, I'm just gonna show a part of these because I don't need the algorithm flagging me.
Just show them the top, like the bottom part.
Yeah, I am.
So you guys
I'm gonna
can
show
see
you
the
so you
camo.
can see the camo. Let me know when you can see it.
All right, pull back a little. Okay, there is Eliza's. We'll
That's
call
her
it
camo pattern.
Stock. Mine's gonna be this, but in purple.
And then I also used the hex pattern. This is the shard pattern. And I'm going to be doing these on like backpacks and various articles of clothing. But this is, Jamie doesn't like this color combo at all, but I think
mean,
it's amazing.
Fine. It's your jam.
It's like my favorite 70s color
it's your
combo
hunting
ever.
utensil. That's what we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
Zeb's gonna paint my hunting utensil in purple. Oh, are those dogwood flowers that you're using? Those look like hydrangeas.
They could be. I don't think they're hydrangeas. I think dogwood would probably be more accurate. The reason I say that is because they're not bunched up. They're like
no, but not all
draping.
hydrangeas are. Like the ones that we're growing in the backyard are kind of loose.
So camo is very popular right now. If you're into camo, you know, I'm going to be showing a couple more DIYs on like backpacks and stuff. That'll probably be over on the Jamie and Zeb channel because that's more geared towards that. Like that, we do more home decor.
We're
and
not
things
going to
here.
go outdoorsy on this channel. So
No.
if you, in the live videos, we talk about everything in our life. So if you don't like us talking about that, don't watch the live videos. On our edited content, it's always just going to be the Jamie Ray Vintage content. Jamie and Zeb, that's where we show kind of the behind the scenes and people can choose to like it or not like it. Let's see. Sorry, guys. They said you're such a guy, just like my husband. I lost him in 2020. Oh, I'm sorry, Cheryl. Zeb is a good guy. Have a good time together. We're going camping this week. We're going out on Friday after we make sure all of our work is done. We got to go to the dermatologist and get our cancer screening. That's
Someone set that up.
Somebody named
Surprised
Jamie
me.
set that up because Zeb's family is very light skinned and has a history of it. So we're going to get him checked out. And mostly I just want to go in because I have a mole I want to get rid of and some skin tags, but I figure I could get screened too. And we're over 40. It's probably a good idea. What kind of paint did you use on the hunting utensils?
So I was just playing with it. You could totally do regular paint like we have to stencil them. But I used Rust-Oleum spray paint and Krylon spray paint. And I actually, if I'm being real honest with you, I liked the Krylon better. It dried faster and seems more durable.
See, I'm not a Krylon girl.
I didn't think so either. I always loved Rust-Oleum, but it stayed gummy and tacky forever, even sitting in the sunlight. And that was what the two pink colors were in and it got messed up in a couple spots and I had to like repaint it because it didn't dry fast enough.
Well, we're almost there with this sign. We'll let that soak for a little more. Okay, I'll show you something I did earlier that's way cute. So remember those buckets? I used the seeds packet transfer, the seed catalog, and I did these two buckets. This one's actually my favorite, the peas one, but I also do love the strawberries. I think that these buckets are totally transformed now. I think they're still both available. I just haven't updated the picture.
So in the Jamie and Zeb video that is uploading now, as soon as we're not live here, I'll go finish like making it public. I show how to use towards the end of the video, how I used that stencil and layered it, if you're really curious on it. But all three designs, there's a mesh one too that's really cool, can be layered the same way. Can
you open that apothecary for me?
Yep.
I'm going to use, let me move this stuff out of the way. I got a lot of things going on here at that point in the live video. I've started like 50 things. I'm going to use the beeswax bar. We sell these at jamierayvintage.com and they've got, I'll show you, they've got little bees on them. You guys see that? Zeb, cover your face. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a flower, a honeycomb, and a bee.
Ooh, a whole quart of apothecary. It's time. It's been a long time since we've used it, so it's time to get that back going. Oh, you're using the resist
bar. So it's a resist. You just put it on the edges. Okay.
It's going to be good.
I haven't done this in a long time.
Do you have sandpaper out so I can distress this?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't. And now I'm just going to use so I did anvil underneath. Now I'm going to paint apothecary over the top of the anvil and my beeswax. We'll let that dry. Don't heat gun it, otherwise you'll just melt your beeswax. That'll be a mess. I'm not going to set this outside. I'll just let it dry inside. And then I will wipe it back, and all that wax is going to come off, and the black paint that I base coated it with will show.
All right, I've got, it's not super smooth right here, and it just keeps catching my paper towel. So I'm just going to distress this a little bit, and then I might run some wax back over the top right there on that lip. But it's also catching dust, which is why I was wiping it with the paper towel. So this will help smooth that out. Then we have a scuff here that I didn't love. A couple here. All right, wipe the dust off. Let's see if this is smoother. Oh yeah, that's much better. Wipe it right off. I don't even think I'm going to need to wax it.
Yes, you can also use the wax bar with milk paint. I wanted to show it on this application because I feel like milk paint is the obvious use for it, but I wanted to try to show a different way. You can also use it between milk paint layers. If I was doing like an edited video, I would probably bust it out with the milk paint layers. Somebody said they really want to see French country. I have a pair of nightstand or side tables I got for free that if I can get Zeb to cut me out a top for, we'll do for Waste Not Wednesday, and we'll do an old school French country finish because I can start it before we go live because we have two and kind of step it out. So we'll see. Waste Not Wednesday, we like to do a lot of stuff with free stuff, and I got these from our cousin who was cleaning out some stuff from their house, and it was like those tables that have the glass in them. Anyways, all right, let me get this. This had a big old label on the side, and I've been slowly soaking and scraping it off. All right, I'm going to set this outside. I think I got enough of that off.
Okay, that is straightened out.
Oop.
We'll let that wind catch out.
I did not mean to slam that door, but slammed it was.
Okay.
All right. Are you done with sandpaper?
Yep.
Let's see here.
All right, you guys ready? I used the menagerie transfer on that, just two little pieces of it. It's like an 8-sheet transfer, I think.
So I think if I were you, I put something like over the top.
I was going to, but I voted it off the island. I wanted to leave it just plain on the bottom because I think you'd have to, I don't have enough pieces of this flower and I want it to match. So it is 8. You can be skeptical and raise your eyebrows all you want. I'm not changing it.
Okay, well, hopefully whoever bought it agrees with you. I think it needs to be.
I have this little piece, but I touched it.
You had ITT.
Mm-hmm.
Intend to touch.
But yes,
you could totally take this and use part of this in 2 spots.
That would match the one spot over there.
Not that I'm bossing you around, but you could split this.
I don't feel bossed. You're giving me
You
ideas.
could split this and put them on the corners. And they could kind of droop down.
I'm not going to do the top, this corner though.
No, just here and there.
Let me look.
So it doesn't look so bottom heavy.
I wanted it to look bottom heavy. Are you talking about the tree one?
I'm talking about, yeah, the one on the side. Just use the top part of it, not the branch. Just cut it in half.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could do what you want. but I always try to lead you down the path that rocks.
Listen, I don't do the flower design, so. But I need another thing for the other side. That's the problem. I don't.
We make it look so easy. It's years and years of worth of practice and work. I mean, it really isn't that hard. I don't feel like, but I don't want to discount the people that have a struggle with it. I feel like when someone says it's not that hard, well, maybe it's not that hard for you because there's things that I think are hard and people are think are easy. And also, yes, we have quite a few years under our belt. I do feel like painting and transfers have always been relatively easy for me. All right, this is coming along.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of this tree. This is like a whole tree. I already cut some off, and it's still a whole tree, like a whole branch. There we go. I think I'm gonna trim it up here too.
There we go. Oh, it's a little crooked. Hold on. Hold place. Because I didn't cut it straight across here. I'll use some Goo Gone on the back of this where the sticker was. Ta-da! I used one sheet from the printable and I got those two finished.
All right, this other side is not going to be as balanced. It's going to be asymmetrical because that's what I have.
They said don't do it.
Don't do what?
I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing.
The flowers.
Did you already do it?
No.
Hold on.
Is this the person that bought it?
Well, I'm just, yeah, I'm trying to see if it was her. If it wasn't her. Lavana, that's not yours, is it? I don't see you on here. Lavana, they say less is more, but it was not her. The only Lavanas I haven't ordered since 2024. I just want to make sure. He had the entire branch. No, he's not using the entire branch. Are you just putting it like across the top? It'll be fine.
Well, it's going to be a little tricky to cut it out and not have it.
Oh, they said don't use the big tree branch. That's what they're worried about. Were you going to use the big tree branch?
No. Okay. That's why I wasn't using that element at all.
Oh, yeah.
But now I'm cutting it out. It'll be fine. It's going to be tricky to get these on here without getting them all over the top where I don't want them. But I think we can do this and lay it down flat-ish. All right. What, oh, you're putting those in that's the ones that said Wi-Fi and.
This one said, "You'll forever be my always," which is very cute, but I'm making it into art. Maybe I'm making it into art.
I think I'm going to get rid of even more branch. Might have to distress some. There it is. I put it down. That's where it's going to be.
I hope it's good because everybody's like, it looked fine.
It's okay.
I can't be.
It's going to look good too. You can't be responsible now that you're like, you really should do it.
Yeah, nobody agrees with me. Kaylin's going to be stepping away. See you later, Kaylin. Probably should have kept a lip of this up.
Oh, I have my Leatherman over here if you need to like.
No, I got it. Don't worry, I have this spatula.
It's like the multi-tool today.
That's a butter knife. The butter knife is like the ultimate kitchen multi-tool. Actually, what I need is like tweezers. I got this down in the hole and I can't. There we go. Just need to be able to get an edge.
All right. We're both applying transfers right now. It's very exciting.
This is part of the seed catalog one. I was going to use ephemeral melange, but I checked with Caitlin, and when we are done with what we have in stock, IOD is sold out again. So
I'm going to leave those for you guys.
I didn't want to take something that we couldn't reorder. When you're applying a transfer, you don't want to rub the stick too hard because it will sometimes pull your paint up. It probably looks like we're pushing really hard, but we're not really. I just kind of pull up as I apply the transfer, and then if it doesn't stick, I put it back down and try again.
This was over here like this, I believe.
It's cute.
Might have to do another little transfer right there. That just is very
looks
abrupt.
Way good. Oh, here?
Yeah, like
no,
down.
just distress it. I mean, you can do what you want. I just said that earlier. You can do what you want, and then I gave you advice. But I feel like the advice was good. I'm not regretting my decision. Slightly distressing this. I will need to come back with some sealer and seal over this transfer, but what is the tool you're using to apply the transfers? It's the transfer stick, and it comes with the transfer. So we don't sell them independently, but every transfer gets one.
It would be handy if they came independently.
Right? I know.
I mean, we have enough of them now. I could just go pilfer one out of the drawer and use it for whatever. Yeah. I did use one the other day for scraping a pot. Very handy.
I'm going to seal this so that way I can check it off my list. Like, and done. So this is the one that said, yeah, you'll forever be my always. The next one I get back to is the Wi-Fi password sign.
The Wi-Fi password, I'm like that's for like Airbnbs only.
Or if you're like
very specific thing to make art.
I think a lot of people use it. It's very trendy to just have it up though for like when guests come to your house.
Listen, you're gonna ask me for that. I don't want every teenager in the world coming over to my house to just automatically have my Wi-Fi password.
Right. I'm sealing over the top of this just so it has like the similar look, you know? Ta-da! Okay.
Okay, now I need to distress.
Try something outside drying.
I don't know.
I feel like I might. Oh yeah, that box.
Okay. That looks a little more or less of just like a crisp line where I cut it. And I could build and put more transfers on there. All right, we'll get this all together and show you.
I'm going to do kind of a messy, almost dry brush finish, a little more solid in a few areas on this. And then I'll probably put some transfers on it. Oh, it would help if I pulled the price tags off. I'm going to wash it.
Scrub the front and not the side.
Yeah, well, it happens. It's all right. Let me wipe this off. There's not any sticky.
All right. There it is. Let me angle that up a little. We're very low today.
I'll circle back to that side.
And is a big clock.
It's a big mama jamma. I feel like that makes the top and the bottom more together. If you disagree, that's okay. Just hopefully whoever bought it agrees with me. I feel like it needed that. Zeb, did you clean the cast iron pan? No.
Not yet. It's sitting in the sink. It's been soaking for like a day and a half.
Probably rusting in the sink.
No, it's very seasoned.
It's summertime. Like literally, it is like torture for me to do projects. I don't mind doing this, but when I'm done, like cleaning my house, once a week, I just force myself to clean it up. But man, I feel like there's always dishes in the sink. My pantry is the whole situation. I might get it tomorrow. I have half the thrift haul still on my table needing to be photographed. I got half of it done. Last week, it took me all week to get a thrift haul photographed because we just want to be outside working on outside projects, working on the cars, working in the garden, building stuff.
Well, I have stuff to do on the cars, but the girls are both gone with them.
Yeah, if they don't get back, then we can.
We got new seat covers because the Jeep we got for Odelia has like rips and tears in the seats and holes. It's got like 214,000 miles on it. It's got some wear and tear. So we got her some nice seat covers that she can, they're like weather resistant, can get wet. They're made for a Jeep. But we need to put those on. And then I also got backup cameras for both of the girls and Apple CarPlay, Android, whatever it is, like infotainment center to go where their radios are. Because, well, Eliza broke
CD
her
players.
radio.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, I don't think it's working currently. Which is not a big deal, but for a teenage girl to have a car without a radio, you'd think she died when it stopped working. Yes, it was yesterday that it stopped working.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient.
And it might just be her cable she uses to connect to her phone. But anyway, it was like she died. She was like, Dad, can you go do that right now? I'm like, no, I may not even get to it tomorrow. She's like, tomorrow?
You should tell her you're going to do it as fast as about when she asks her to do a chore and she says she'll get it in the next few days.
Listen, I have perfected being a father as far as answering the children goes. That portion of it I have down. I like to say I don't give them specific times for anything ever.
Cynthia says she doesn't know how I get any housework done. Well, I mean, I'm not like a super particular housekeeper, but I don't like a mess. So I do keep, like, I make my kids do their chores. And then if it's not up to par, like last week, I scrubbed the kids' bathroom because I was like, no, I can't do that. But I feel like our schedule is flexible enough. We have time here and there. And like, even if people work full time, you still have your evenings and weekends. Like, there's time to clean.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, look how cute this is, guys.
What color did you have
I'll let this dry and then transfers. What?
Americana?
Whatever. Yeah, we haven't done Americana in a while. We could show people the difference between Apothecary and Americana. It's hot, so you don't want to be outside. So here it's like warm, like 80s, 90s. Today it's going to be like 88. But it gets down to 60. So we have a lot of stuff in the morning, in the evenings. Even in the middle of the day, if you're in the shade, it's not bad because it's a dry heat.
It was like 59 degrees last night.
And after a long winter, I love being outside.
We have, because it's like high desert, we have about a 30-degree shift between morning and night. I mean, there's lots of trees and stuff here in the cities where we're at and in the mountains. But if you go out there and you're not in the mountains, it's sagebrush and tumbleweeds.
We had a double header last night, and I made Eliza give me a blanket because it got windy, and it was like 75 and windy, and I was chilly. By 10 o'clock, I was wearing my minky.
Do you have a clean brush? I'll go get one. Looks like we got some extras.
Or I think I got most of that off. Now I've really been working on it. I'm not a perfectionist by any means. I'm a good enoughist. I feel like maybe that's why I can stay mostly on top of things. Although I feel like the house is like half finished project. So over there, I have about half a table of stuff to photograph. I will get that done when we're not live anymore. In the hallway, I have boxes that need to go to the shop. So I will get that done. On the stairs, I have things that need to go upstairs. So I'll get that. There is a bench at the top of the stairs that I need to just sell. That's from our bedroom. So I'll probably get that done.
I noticed you
today.
put it right there, like where my computer is. Like you want me to do something with it.
Yeah, I want you to put the cover on.
But you didn't say anything about it. You just put it there.
It was implied. And then Zeb, in our bedroom, that bike that we thrifted like a week ago, Zeb has that ripped apart, putting the new pedals on it.
It's getting serious. That pedal, the old one, is welded to the crank. I have a grinder that will fix it, but that's at the shop. So it's like all apart. And I like got to that far to put the new pedal on. I was
wondering what happened. I walked in
and I'm
there,
like, why is this welded to the crank?
Why? The world may never know, Zeb. I need some new clay or something.
Anyway, we'll get the bike fixed so that you can pedal on it while you watch your stories.
So I can get my exercise on while I watch TV. Okay.
I'm using Americana in the cottage color, and then I'm going to use the DIY. And, you know, I don't think I've put them side by side in a long time. I'm not even sure I can tell that they're going to be much different.
Do we have...
I think Americana is a little more blue, and Apothecary is a little more green.
Do we have glue out, sweetie?
Blue?
Glue.
Glue, no.
Glue.
I do not have any glue out.
It seems that you're able to flip your phone. Other crafters are in it. We use StreamYard. So we use a thing called StreamYard because we stream on Facebook and
some of the channel membership videos, they used to let me flip it, and now it's like backwards like you're talking about.
But we don't do that on StreamYard. That's probably why. Okay. Cornstarch. Need a little brush. I'm just going to use E6000 because that's what we have handy. People are like, what's the best glue to use? I'm like, the glue that you have. I mean, E6000, Type On 2.
There are definitely some glues that work better for certain applications, but a lot of them work for just about everything pretty well.
I just looked outside at I was giving you that laundry list of things that were a mess. My backyard is pretty tidy, but that's
a lot of starch.
Well, but that's where I spend most of my time when I'm not working.
Well, we've been working really hard on the yard, trying to get it back to pre-puppy stage.
Pre-puppy status.
We bought this house because it had an amazing yard. And it's gone through a complete transformation now.
We made it unamazing. I don't know. Okay, so I'm using the Verdi.
I think, yeah, Verdi? I think you don't say the
okay.
S.
Mold.
But I can't guarantee it.
And then I'm going to use clay here. Air dry clay that you can pick up at jamieroyvintage.com. I'm going to need would you grab me a Ziploc bag?
All right, so here's a good look. This is Americana and this is Apothecary.
They're pretty close.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, they're not exactly the same shade. Americana's a little more blue than Apothecary. Apothecary's more green. I just need a Ziploc baggie.
I just got done telling him that. I said the same thing.
Where was I when you said that?
I don't know, looking for something.
Oh.
No, it's fine. I just think it's funny that
we're the same
thing.
We're the same. Well, they say that as a husband and wife, you can't be unequally yoked. And if there were any yokes that were equal, I would say that would probably be us.
What are you wanting? I already forgot.
Ziploc bag.
Okay. For
my clay.
I feel like I just went and opened the fridge to look for ketchup and completely forgot what I was looking for. I was never going to find that ketchup.
What did you need ketchup for? Oh,
I'm just saying in general, when you send a guy to go look for something in the fridge, he's never going to find it.
Oh, you're pretty good. But that is true. There are times that I'm better at finding stuff than you. Because did you use ketchup on your burger?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were not healthy today. We had McDonald's for lunch.
Broke all my rules.
We had little cousins over, and I had Odelia pick them up Happy Meals because, oops, I don't need that. Because we can. And nobody told us no.
You guys will occasionally see me eat gluten. It happens. I would say it happens about once a week right now because it's summertime and we're out and about all the time. I have a gluten intolerance, not celiac or anything like that.
Gail's quoting you. Does anyone know why I'm in the pantry? Anyone?
I needed an assist on that.
Okay, so I've demolded it. Putting cornstarch on helps you get out your mold without losing your definition. And going to use, oh, it's not even E6000. It's clear Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
It will stick to, you have to use whatever glue is
it's
appropriate.
It's basically
for,
like E6000. It's pretty close.
It's basically the same thing.
They're both like a flexible construction type adhesive.
Yeah. Just going to use this popsicle stick. Just kidding. This is the IOD transfer stick. I have about 52 billion of them, so I'll just go grab another one. Trying not to use my fingers. I don't enjoy having glue all over them. Well, this is the kind of glue you can peel off, and then that's a little activity. I was peeling something the other day, and it was like ridiculously satisfying to peel it off. I don't remember what it was. Oh, peeling off tape. Odelia's Jeep, for whatever reason, had like great gobs of tape.
It still does. It's like duct tape all over everywhere. I'm like, what were they taping?
I don't know.
We were trying to clean out
Teenage
the inside.
boys owned it before.
We also found that there was whoever.
They had a Lee press on now.
Well, yeah, and they had a dog.
Yeah.
That probably palled around with them everywhere they went because the hair was everywhere.
It was not a hypoallergenic,
a short-haired white dog.
Have you used the newest molds? Yes. What did we use out of the newest molds?
Oh, I don't remember. We used a bunch of them the other day. Okay.
I don't know, but I have. Have I used all of them? No.
I could go look and see which one's open.
Well, I haven't used the Leonidas.
No, that's the Lion one because that one's like selling like hotcakes. They're going to be out of it.
I know. But I want to use that. I just haven't yet. Okay. I'm going to do another one, this one that's on the other side on the top. And basically the reason why I'm using molds on this is because I really screwed that up getting that off. And so it's going to hide my mistake. It's not really my mistake. It wasn't my fault. There was no other way to get the crap off of there.
There's another big box out here. What's in this box?
I don't know.
What have you been ordering?
I do not know what got delivered. Typesetting drawers. We currently have a huge typesetting drawer cabinet for sale in the shop. We don't find them that often otherwise, though. But the one in the shop, we're not selling the drawers independently.
I feel like this is for the shop and it came to us.
What is it?
I think it's boxes.
Or like envelopes.
Manila envelopes.
I haven't found a way to store transfers yet either. I just store them in the drawer of my cabinet, and it's not the best way. I mean, it works. When the drawer gets too full, I'm like, well, better use more transfers.
I'm just going to keep using the colors. Oh, we have this other color. What is it? Veranda? I'm going to use veranda on
Yeah,
these.
I wanted pink, so I grabbed that.
Do we have a brush?
Yeah, but you see what mold we have used? So we haven't used Leonidas.
Leonidas.
But I know that I have used one.
We didn't use the unicorn one yet.
Nope, no unicorn. We need to have our cousin over who loves unicorns. Maybe I'll just make some unicorn. What is it called? not mold. Is it molds? But make some. What's it called when you use it? Like what comes out of the mold? The
casting.
The casting. Maybe I'll make some unicorn castings for her to paint. She would like that.
The Chanticleer is the one we used a bunch.
The rooster one. Oh yeah, I used that on a canister. It was really good. So if you watched our new release video, that's the one that I used. Gypsy says, I love Jamie's nonchalant flippant attitude. Flippant. I am. Yeah. You know what? There's just, a lot of things to get stressed out in the world, and DIYing just ain't one of them. That's why we do this. It's like therapy.
Did you use this brush on anything?
I also feel like I'm
sealer brush?
Yeah, just sealer. You can wash it.
I'll go wash it out real quick. I just need something for the veranda for these.
Oh, okay. I feel like in the summer, I'm a lot nicer human in the summer because I get a lot of sunshine. That's why everybody's so nice in California. Get a lot of sunshine. Every time I visit Debbie, I'm like, everybody's so nice. We're trying to get a trip for Labor Day to go see Debbie because my friend is actually coming in from Chicago, and I want to see her. The last time I saw her was when my dad passed away, and before that, the last time I saw her was when Odelia was a baby, and Odelia is going to be 20. She's my best friend from junior high. My mid-20s and 30s kids were just reminiscing about Trading Spaces. I loved that show. I don't know that Zeb watched it because he didn't have cable back then. Did you ever watch Trading Spaces?
Yeah, we were married.
Oh, it didn't come out before that?
No.
Did you know that Debbie Beard was on one of Ty Pennington's, not Trading Spaces, but his Ultimate Home Makeover show? She did a big seashell mirror. And the designers kind of took credit for all of her work, but she did it. Debbie could tell you the exact episode.
I was shaking that veranda. Where'd I put it?
I have met the two chicks in a tool belt. They were at a home show we were at, and they thought they were pretty cool, and were sitting all over our furniture that had sold.
Well, I was hauling it out with the guy that bought it.
Yeah, and they wanted them to put it down so
they
could take a potho on the couch I had sold.
There was a couch that we had upholstered and sold at this market that they were at. And I was hauling it out to his truck, and they stopped us, and they're like, "Can we take a picture on that?"
They said, "We're famous."
I'm like, "Who are?" Yeah, I'm like, "Who are you?" I don't know.
Didn't even know who they were. He was like,
"I'm like, I have no who I did."
Yeah, let me ask.
I'm like, "I'm on YouTube. I'm famous, all right." I'm like, "Who are you?"
Yeah. Anyways, it's fine. We all survived, but I was like, we had worked super hard to finish the couch, sell the couch at this home show, and Deb was delivering. I'm like, we are tired. We have been working. We aren't here to be the talent. We are the grunt labor, and we are tired.
Where did I put the veranda? I was shaking it up, and now it's gone. Oh well, no veranda for you. Oh, I brought it over here when I was looking for that Chanticleer mold.
I'm going to put this outside and let it get a crust.
It's going to be one of those afternoons, guys.
Gypsy Rose says, do you know who I am? Did you see that episode where they put feathers on the wall? Yes, I've seen them put straw on the wall. I'm like, you guys are horrendous humans. Nobody wants this in their house. It's like they wanted to be what's it called?
Edgy?
Not edgy, sensationalized for good TV. I'm like, this isn't about just good TV. This is people's houses. They got to live with this. After you leave and you go back to your house, they're going to be picking the feathers off who clean their own house now have to figure out how to clean straw on their walls. Regular in the world.
Well, and that budget was super tiny.
Yeah. So they didn't always do the best job. But yes, it was entertaining.
There were some things I was like, oh no. Oh no.
You're like, that is not happening.
Well, and I remember one episode, and they left it in the episode. Like this gal was literally crying because she hated the way her house turned out so bad.
Did you need these back, sweetie?
I just needed them dry.
They're dry.
You want to show them the difference?
Well, this one's shiny and that one's matte, but they're both the same
This
color.
is also a little more blue, and this is a little more green. You could see it. You could see it in the video. The small one's more green. This one's more blue.
Well, and this one is going to be darker when you seal it. Do you want me to just put transfer on it though?
Yeah, you can. This is very shiny plastic. I might take a couple coats on this.
Corey said, tell Zeb, don't feel bad. I opened my refrigerator the other day and there was mail in my refrigerator. What happened was I came home from the grocery store, stopped at the mailbox, put the mail in the grocery bag, and I guess when I was unloading, I unloaded the mail into the fridge. I have put my cell phone in the refrigerator.
I was gonna say Jamie lost her cell phone for like half a day in the fridge.
It was very cold.
We're trying to track it. We're looking all over the place. We're calling it. We can hear it ringing. Don't know where it's at. It was in the fridge.
Listen, we're just doing our best. Oh, good. Caitlin reordered 30 Seeds catalog. She was taking her boys. So Caitlin has a nice pool in her, like where her townhouse is. And she has the boys at the pool right now. The wine labels all over the wall. I didn't see that one, and they were non-drinkers. I would be annoyed at that. Don't you put that in my house. The worst episodes when Doug painted all the beautiful woodwork white. I mean, I wouldn't care as long as it was a good job. That's the thing, is like they weren't doing good jobs. These houses were not better off.
They had people who weren't professional painters, like staying
rushed
up until like 3 in the morning painting things.
Yeah, I love it when they would leave the homeowners and they went to bed.
They're like, you have homework. It's a fun show, but man, people were like, I want to see what the red tape looks like that they had to sign away, like for their disclaimer.
Yeah, we gotta be nice. We'll never be asked to be on television.
Oh, I'll be all right.
I'm gonna kind of put this off to the side.
I don't need to be on
I'll use
TV.
the side that doesn't have glue on it. You don't need to be on TV.
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying I would never do it, but it's not even like something I aspire to.
Oh, I forgot that's what the little turn is. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. We actually did a sizzle reel and were promoted to like HGTV and Magnolia Network and Netflix. And Magnolia liked us, but they were like, oh, they're too much like Chip and Joe. And it's when we were remodeling the church. And
I had to get to it. I couldn't wait for their show.
We are real humans that needed to really finish that shop. So we got out of our contract. I don't know if it's legal to say this, but it's the same company that produces the Mom Talk show. So I'm kind of glad that I'm not associated with that, because that's not actually, jokingly, I texted the producer. I'm like, how come you didn't text me or cast me for the real, is it the Real Lives of Mormon Wives? I don't know what it's called. And he just sent me LOL and then lots of laughing emojis, because apparently I don't fit that.
You don't fit that mold.
I wouldn't fit in with those girls. I'm like, what? I wouldn't? Okay, this is.
I think I'm gonna get the heat gun because I don't even want to like touch those to move them. I just need them to be dry.
This isn't sticking super great because this one doesn't.
Oh, you should have sealed that one. That's the apothecary one.
Yeah, well,
we just got done telling me.
I know what I just got done telling people, but that doesn't mean I listen to my own words. I can make it work though.
You can do it. It's definitely something that can be accomplished. This is going to be more effort.
I feel like Bob the Builder. Can we do it? Yes, we can. And yes, I will probably be using sealer over the top of this to make sure that all this sticks down, kind of decoupage it. So I'm doing it down here because I need to be right over the top.
She needs it on her lap.
Yes. It's getting on there. I'm gonna have to like peel it off and then put it down.
When these get dry, I'm gonna come and show you what one coat of paint looks like on something shiny, so you can know what to kind of expect, so you're not freaking out at home when you're like, this is never gonna look good.
They made it look so easy.
Oh yeah, you're winning.
Yeah, mostly. Well, we got the trifecta here. It's recently dried paint. We painted something shiny, and it's not got a sealer on it. So there's that. It's mostly the words that are a pain in the butt.
Well, they're so small.
It's
You
so
have to do
small.
like each element individually.
Yeah, but I can make it work. So if you don't want to deal with this like I'm dealing with it, put some sealer on it, let it dry overnight, come back. Or, you know, be patient. We all know that's my forte. If I was patient, I wouldn't be rushing the project.
Well, even when we're not, I would say we actually might use the heat gun more when we're not on camera. Some things we just go set outside, but
Well, this time of year, a lot of things just go outside.
yeah, the sun will get them pretty
Sun,
quick.
we have a solar dryer.
It's my favorite. It works so good.
Okay.
You know what show I actually liked a lot was when they would build that whole house with a community in like 4 days.
Yeah, there was the ultimate home makeover.
Yeah, Extreme Home Makeover.
Oh,
there you
extreme
go.
home makeover, yeah. But then again, I also like we know how long and what is involved in finishing a house. I'm like, what kind of corners are they cutting? What's not getting finished so they can make
I mostly
television,
just liked it because you could see the whole thing in like one episode.
like television magic.
All right, this has one coat of veranda over that kind of like plasticky gold. They had the black speckles on there, which is, if you're into that, don't paint over it. But this one
Black
has
speckles aren't your
one,
jam?
this is one coat. I'm going to heat gun this one and show you 2 coats next to each other. By the 3rd coat, and these are like really small, take almost no paint. So, and you could sand them if you want, like maybe some 220 grit so that you're not getting scratches from like 80 grit on the plastic. But I would just
I think I held my breath. I almost passed out.
What? Were you holding your breath?
I don't realize I'm doing it when I'm doing it, but
It looks great. It's amazing. You won.
and I put it off to the side because I'm going to distress over here where it says 1, 2 cups. So this is this side, this is the side. And make sure it's down really good. And then you can lightly distress it and then wax it, whatever you're going to do with it. But I got that transfer on. Phew! I even got all the words. Boom. Like a boss I am. All right. Where's the other one? This one will be much easier.
So that was on the apothecary.
Yeah, that was on the
You can
DIY
still
page.
see how this is a little bit lighter, more green, and this is a little darker, more blue. All right, 2 coats, 1 coat. I'm gonna set this outside. It still has some pockets of wetness where the detail is.
You want to grab the wax or whatever you're going to seal that with? Zeb, you missed a spot on the end, somebody said.
Maybe.
Yeah. Can you bring my thing that it was drying with the molds on it? This is going to have to go over the top of the words because it's like all the way across this one. Gail says, I'm still waiting to find a sifter. Apparently sifters are pretty common here because we find them a lot. It's crazy.
There's a lot of bakers here in Utah. A lot of home chefs.
Yes.
Like my sister just made macaroons the other day. Is that how you say that?
I've made macaroni.
And she made like a whole stack of them for her daughter's birthday party. Like all kinds of different colors. They looked like it came straight out of a French bakery.
I made
Patisserie.
macaroons. I took a class and learned how to make them. And then I was like, nope. If I was broke, I would make them, but if I want these, I will buy them. And they sell them actually at Costco for a pretty fair price because they're a lot of work, and I don't really like them. I only like to make things if they taste better homemade, and I don't think that they do. If you get them from a good bakery, they're good. But your sister kind of lives in the middle of nowhere. So.
Yeah, I don't think she's like 45 minutes an hour from a Costco.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I used to make eclairs all the time. Those are better homemade.
And also, my sister, I would say, probably needs a creative outlet. She has those 3 babies that sometimes she might need a break from.
Yeah, I get that. And you're home all the time when you have little kids. Taking them out in public is a lesson in futility. So that's when I did most of my baking. My poor Jack, he has a completely different mom. The older kids are like, yeah, mom used to make this and this and this, and Jack's like, yeah, she never made that. I'm like, yeah, well,
like, go get the Jimmy Dean bowl, Jack.
We were also
microwave it.
We were also super broke back then, so you're welcome. Every generation gets a little different part mom, you know. All right, I'm getting this on here. This is going on, you'll notice, much easier because it has a built-in sealer. It's nice and slick. You do want your paint to be really, really dry. There's an eBay seller named I Sell Dead People Stuff. Well, they probably go to a lot of estate sales. There's probably some people that would find that really macabre, but
no, I don't.
The people that are dead don't care. I promise you, they're in a better place, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun here. So it's okay. They're fine. Okay. That was a lot easier. This, we just need to distress it and seal it over this. We'll probably seal the whole thing. This, we have to get the paint all sealed up.
All right, okay, I'm going to go set this one to seal.
Yes.
Okay.
This has a little bit of a crust, so I can go ahead and get painting. I think I'm going to use Apothecary because I like that over the top of the mold because it like fills in all the cracks on the edges. And so I'll probably go up the edge because these molds are going up the edge. I don't know that I'll get this completely finished while we're live because the paint and molds need to dry before I do any kind of like, I'm gonna just do dry brushing instead of colored wax. Maybe I'll do that.
Is this waiting for me to top coat these?
Yep.
Okay.
Show is.
Oh, we got gloss out.
Yeah, that's what I used on this one. I gave it kind of a shiny finish. I think it turned out pretty good. That's the other little Hobby Lobby sign that got made over. I feel like if this hasn't sold, I probably should raise the price because I think I only asked $19.95 and I did not anticipate doing molds on it, but molds is really the only thing that's going to cover up the chunking that happened from removing the words and letters that were on here. So I'm carefully painting this because it's got lots of detail that I don't want to ruin.
So before we go camping on Friday, I got to go do some things on the camper and make sure we're ready to go. Which
like
will entail.
That sounds like a blue job.
It's totally a blue job.
I'll get the laundry done.
It will entail, unless you want to come with me and help me. I feel like it's got like a little smell in it, and I need to really clean out the black tank.
Well, you know what else you can do? Use the ozone machine in there.
Oh yeah, I think just opening a window will work. But
yeah, but before I
cleaning out the black
before
tank.
I spend the weekend in there, yeah, you better get that out. Removing a smell is definitely a blue job. I will get the laundry done. And in case you're wondering, it's a joke, kind of.
No, it's real.
We joke around about blue jobs and pink jobs, or sometimes I'll ask Seb to do stuff. He's like, of course I'll do that because you're too pretty to do X, Y, Z.
That's just fun to say.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're too pretty to lift that bag of feed. I actually took that from, we were watching Homestead Rescue, and they were helping this gal out. Her husband had actually died. And she's like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff because my husband used to tell me I was too pretty to drive the tractor, or too pretty to feed the pigs or milk the cow, and so they were teaching her how to do all that. I'm like, that works. I like that line. That's a good line.
Yeah, I will just not have livestock if anything were to happen. I'm okay. I could buy eggs at the store.
Chickens are like super easy.
I could probably keep chickens alive, although you do clean my chickens'
I just told my
butts.
friend to, he's like, I need like something to keep me busy, keep me occupied. I'm like, get a chicken. Just one. Just go get a chicken. He's like, he was going to get a cat. I'm like, just go get a chicken, man. Then you get an egg every day. And
you can't just have one chicken. They're a flock animal. They won't sell you one.
Well, so you get two.
Yeah, I think you have to buy minimum 4, but whatever. 4 chickens is
either way.
Chicken math is 4.
But his apartment would not allow that.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm like, just if someone's like, if they start cackling when they're laying that egg, just be like, mind your business. I'm watching chicken videos in here.
They said Zeb is using Final Finishes top coat and gloss.
Let me show it to you so you know what you're looking for when you land on the website if you need some. It looks like this. This is the 32 ounce. There's a drop down on a lot of our products. So if you're like, whoa, that price doesn't seem right, you can do a drop down and find the size you need.
I'm going to put the lid on this. I can drop you a link though. Let's see.
It comes in like 3 different sheens too, or 4 maybe. I think matte, satin, gloss, and semi. Might even come in. Does it come in semi?
Yes. So it has matte, satin, semi, and gloss. And the matte is not like super matte, so don't get so excited.
It's a really good.
It's as matte as it can be. I saw a video today where someone planted a raw egg under a tomato plant and makes them grow over 7 feet tall.
I believe it. Eggs are like a superfood.
He needs an emotional support chicken.
Right? Plus, they're just ridiculously silly. Chickens are crazy. They're like tiny little dinosaurs.
They are.
That will occasionally follow you around in hopes that you'll give them treats.
Yeah, if you want to know how the garden's going, go over to the Jamie and Zeb channel. Zeb just put up a video.
Well, it's not up. It's not up yet. It's like uploaded. It's waiting for me to hit go public. I could probably run up there and put it up, but we're live right now. I don't want you guys to go over there and stop watching us here.
Oh, I thought that it was up. Okay.
No, it's not up quite yet.
Oh, this is still drying. I need this to dry.
So this one had built-in sealer in the paint. The reason I sealed it is because it's going to give it all the same sheen. I had a wet brush when I started doing this, and I have some drips.
Well, I'm just working through my projects
so that it all looks the same, because you don't want to just seal where the transfer is.
All right, well here.
Oh, I was going to use the surf prep on these.
The surf prep. Oh, are you going to
I wasn't going to strip them. I was just going to sand them pretty good and dark oil wax them.
Oh.
Like that was the only thing I was going to do.
Well, do what you want.
Maybe I'll just hand sand them and see how it goes.
Do what you want. I don't care. I just thought you could paint them and they would be cute. But that also is a solid idea.
That's why I got these ones, because see how that's already got like some age on it?
That's one of those people, if you hand him a project, you don't need to say anything. He'll just start working on it. It's like, oh, I'll work on this.
I like projects. That's what I do for fun.
That is very true. I'm just stealing this so that way the transfers will go on it much easier and I don't have to fight it like I thought that.
Like if I run out of projects, I will make a new project to keep myself occupied.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you? I think I did tell you. I measured back where the chickens are, and we'll have lots of space with a 10 by 20 greenhouse.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest size we can build without having to permit it.
Ain't nobody got time for permits. Sorry, I'm just boarding house reaching over here instead of just.
Is that what that's called? A boarding house reach?
My mom's called it that. So it must be true because my mom.
I just
knows
grew
all
up
the
with
new-
a lot of kids in my family, and you just reached over.
Well, you were being.
You said, "Excuse me," while you did it, and nobody cared.
All right, I'm gonna put this outside to dry. I need to wash. Are we still in? I just need to put this in a Ziploc bag.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I have a rose
you get a
thorn in my
splinter?
finger. I did not know I had until I touched it on this. I was messing with the roses today. The one rose bush is looking quite a bit better. You'll see that in the video. We do like an extensive walkthrough. It's literally like 14, 15 minutes of like weeding and gardening and layout of the garden and finding which one is a flower and which one is a weed. You guys should get a hoot out of it. If you grow a garden at all, you'll know what we're dealing with.
So it's not a fast action video.
Yeah. No, I actually don't heavily edit the Jamie and Zeb videos. We just kind of film, and if they end up being 40 minutes long, they're 40 minutes long.
I gotta get these done. I forgot about these.
Although I did forget the chick. We'll put that, or maybe I'll do like another little video just on the chicks.
I think I'm going to use apothecary. And then I will, instead of putting sealer on it, I'm just going to put Americana on it over the top. And that'll make these be so much faster to work on. These all sold, and I got to get them finished and to the shop. Oops, shouldn't have done that. I should have painted the sides first. I love the copper pots in the background. Thank you. What to ask? What's the best video editing software for a beginner? I would say iMovie, Seb.
Yeah, probably. It's pretty easy.
If you have an Apple device.
Typically like free. There's a bunch of them out there. The reason I don't like free is because they want to watermark everything for you, or they have limited tools that you can use. Usually if you pay like 10 or 15 bucks, you can get into something that's maybe even 20.
I think it's still beta testing, but Instagram has an editing software called Edits. And that's what I do all my short form content with. And I really like it.
I think on Windows, it's called Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker. It's like pretty much the same as iMovie. It's like a basic free program that you get with Windows.
If you're an Android person, I can't help you. I don't know.
I would say this. One of the things I regret, because eventually I got to the point that I wanted nicer software and then I had no idea how to use it and I had to learn all over again. If you're serious about like making videos and editing and getting into it, I would just, so Adobe is like a month, it's like a monthly subscription to use their programs. You can't just really buy them outright anymore. They don't support that. They don't update them. So you just get their monthly subscription from the cloud. And if you just want one program, it's not super expensive. I couldn't tell you what it is off the top of my head because I buy the whole suite because it's cheaper for us to do that than to buy the 5 programs I need. But I would start on a really good editing software, not just the beginners. And that way, as you're learning, you're not having to like go back and relearn how to do stuff.
You could take classes online. Zeb took some classes.
I paid $50 for a Udemy course. UDEMY, I think is how it's spelled. And they have like courses on how to do stuff. And I watched a lot of YouTube videos. There's lots of I still watch YouTube videos if I'm like, hey, how do I do this effect?
What's the new Adobe one that you've been wanting me to try, that you've been using?
Oh, Violet. Project Violet. That's what I've been using on the phone. It's been working great. I've been editing all the Jamie and Zeb videos on that on my phone. And I got it figured out so that I like have the sound figured out. Because I did it on one of the Jamie Ray vintage videos and the sound was all over the place. I'm like, oh, it was my first time using it. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, don't mess around with the Jamie and Zeb channel. That's what pays the bills.
But
Jamie and Zeb's like
the Project Violet is included in my Adobe suite of programs that I get every month. So it's nice. I mean, that would be my advice. But if you're just getting started and you don't have any budget for it, Windows Movie Maker and iMovie are great. And most computers can run those.
I'm cleaning up my workstation a little bit.
All right, I've been sanding that one forever. I need to get some oil wax on it. You know what? I think the problem I'm having is this is 320 grit. I'm going to graduate down to some 220.
Somebody said, just like Pimp My Ride, who needs a fireplace in their trunk on California for that matter? I've not seen Pimp My Ride, but I feel like a fireplace could come in handy in your trunk, you know? It's cold outside. We have a fake fireplace that I bought to put in our house, but I might put it in the camper in the winter because it's got a heater on it. Because we're going to be hunting in the winter in the camper, and so I might need extra heat source. Do you think we can plug in that fireplace in the camper?
Yeah, it doesn't put off any smoke or carbon monoxide or anything. It's electric. It's just heating up in a.
Every time somebody says it's electric, I think it's electric. The electric side.
That's right. When you were talking about that thing that I sell dead people stuff.
Oh yeah.
I like is it Creed that sings it?
Creed. I'm not
6
a music.
feet from the edge and I'm slipping. I don't remember who sings it. It's not Creed. It's not a Creed.
I'm
song.
6 feet from the edge and I'm slipping or something like that.
Yeah, that song has been stuck in my head, so it's fine.
I only know church music, so like, oh my gosh, my kids are gonna sing. And when I say my kids, I mean my primary kids at church. They're ages 3 to 11. They were singing "This Little Light of Mine," all 3 verses on Sunday. I'm pretty excited about it. I already got them a treat last week because they sang for Father's Day, so I don't know what I'm gonna do this week. I feel like they deserve a treat for singing 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Right.
It's funny because I hear them in the primary room and you guys are like belting it out and then they get like stage fright up there.
Well, it's also a much bigger room.
Up there in the chapel. Well, also, I think you're bringing a certain energy when you're in the primary room.
I don't bring the same energy when I'm in front of the entire congregation, no.
No.
I'm not trying to be flapping my arms around and people watch my lower biceps that don't actually exist. Okay, what are we going to put on this? I need more horizontal transfers. I need IOD to get on that. Okay. I'm going to use maybe. I suppose I could just take this one and cut it in half. Let me see. And use half on this side. Is that going to be big enough? We'll use half on this side.
Oh, yeah. And then you can do the top on the other?
Yeah, maybe.
Yep, that'll work.
Although, it'll look floaty. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be okay.
Is that a Nickelback song?
Beth, I don't know music. I told you, I only know church songs.
I haven't listened to it in a long time.
You need to just stencil the little cart. Somebody says. We could stencil it, but then that would require busting out the stencils. That might be weird. Nope.
Okay.
That's better.
It's enough stenciling on those.
You mean sanding?
Or sanding. Got stencil on the brain now.
Where's my utility stick here? Did you move my transfer stick?
No, but I have one I was using right here.
Thank you. Kathy says she thinks it's Creed.
Yeah, that's what I thought initially. So if you're wondering, because if you're just joining us, I've been sanding for a hot minute. I'm going to oil wax these, and I want it to sit down in the wood and not just on top of the finish that's on here. This one had a finish that was really dry. It was easy to sand. These ones are not as dry.
And I should have just cut these to fit, but I didn't. So I'm just kind of breaking it along the edge. Breaking the transfer. I feel like I've been breaking all the transfers today. You should really wait till your piece is like cured, but
that's a splinter.
Oh, maybe you should be wearing gloves.
No. Oh, that's deep into my fingernail. It broke in half.
Ouch.
Or into my finger. Went down through my callus.
Ah.
It's all right, I'll get it out later. Have to dig that out. It's like my
All right,
life
I'm
is
just gonna
digging out
sand
splinters and various different things out of my fingers, metal shavings.
What a situation. I'm always using my... All right, I will just sand that off later. Just like use my freshly manicured nails.
Oh, that's great. Listen, fingernails are tools.
Are they jewels or tools? I don't know.
Definitely tools. Okay.
Mostly center. It's cute.
Time for the oil wax.
Do you have sandpaper?
I have the fresh one if you want it.
No. So I'm just kind of bringing out the base coat in that. So what I had on there to begin with, kind of make it look like an old, like worn, time-worn situation here.
We're going to have all the supplies out before we're done.
There won't be a product that we make that we don't have out.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh, I almost forgot. I got veranda out there drying too.
I measured that. Now I'm going to lift it up, but I'm like, I'm just going to chop that off, make my life easier. Pretty good. All of this.
All right, dark oil wax is what I'm using next. We've been using it a lot lately.
I know somebody came in today. They bought everything they needed to do the copper finish that you did the other day.
Nice.
Yeah. I just happened to be in separating out the thrift haul, so I was able to help her. See you later, Leslie. See you later, Gail. We've been live for a hot minute, an hour and a half.
Oh, it'd be time to wrap some things up with these frames and those
Yeah,
ones outside. Because I got other things that have to get done today before Jack's baseball game.
Our projects have projects. Well, the frames didn't even sell, so.
Well, they're just up here on the menu.
Yeah, I just gave them to you so you could work on them.
I think we got most of what's sold done, didn't we?
I think so. And then whatever else I'm just gonna finish what's done, and then whatever else sold that we didn't get done, we can do after. It's not Wednesday, tomorrow or whatever. Usually we like to get it all done on Tuesday, but we sold a lot of stuff that needed to be painted on Saturday. I was looking at that list. I was like, when I was pulling the orders, I'm like,
we had
oh,
a lot
dang.
of things that needed to be painted, and
Dang,
you guys were like, well, that looks like it'll be good in my home, which we appreciate because that's why we do it.
We are happy to sell you all the things. All All right, here's this one on the other
Plus, I
side.
feel like thrifting would be really boring if you didn't have some makeovers. Like if I just thrifted stuff that never needed a makeover, we'd leave so much stuff at the thrift store that's like pretty good stuff, just needs a little update.
I feel like that's kind of what makes our channel fun, because there are a lot of thrifting channels out there. But not everybody finds gems. Sometimes you find stuff that's dumb. That is not sealer brush.
That's not the sealer brush. Hey, it came right off.
There we go.
Yeah, you glazed it a little.
It's got a little. Where did my sealer? Oh, you used it.
I used it. And then I think it's in the water right now over there. I washed it.
So they like your shorts? Are you talking about Zeb's?
I'm just in my mesh Adidas shorts. Jamie's in the shirt she slept in. I'm in my shorts that I don't really sleep in shorts, I'm gonna be honest with you.
In my defense, the shirt.
I keep them next to the bed in case I got to get up and do something.
People don't need to be knowing that you're sleeping in your drawers. I'm sure you're probably not the only one.
I
when
guarantee
we had
you.
toddlers, I used to tell him that he had to wear clothes because he would be like, "Oh, I can't go get them because I don't have clothes on." I'm like, "Listen, you will be
From what I know of most guys, most guys are not big pajama guys. I'll tell you that.
Well, now it's different because we don't have toddlers, but I was not about that life. Like, you will be assisting in this, sir. All right. Do you have corks for the brown bottles? No, I do not. Are you talking about the amber bottles?
Oh yeah, no, they didn't have
I can show you what they look like, though. I got them finished. I just haven't updated the photo. I think one of them already sold, but I do not have corks for them. Ta-da! Ta-da! It's turned out really cute, if I do say so myself. Okay, I'll show you the bottles. I used the new gold foil transfer, which is called, I don't know. It's called Emporium.
Good luck keeping track of all the names of everything.
I don't even try.
It's too many things.
Can they see that?
Yeah.
One of these I know for sure already sold. The other one, last time I checked, is available. I do not have lids or corks. I do need to put these in here because I got to get the stickers off the back before I take them to the shop. But they turned out really cute. Amber bottles is one of my favorite things to put those on. It's not the only thing you can put them on, but it's like the obvious flip. Yes, I bought it. Oh, you bought it. All right. Well, one of those is yours. I know one sold on Saturday. I don't know if you bought that one or what. All right. I need a Ziploc bag for this so the stuff doesn't dry on it. Remember that one time we went live for 4 hours?
Yes.
I ran out of words. Oh, actually.
Which is hard. That's really hard.
I know, right? Sealed this one. I did this earlier.
All right, this frame turned out amazing. I love the way that oil wax is sitting on there. And these ones were really orangey, like really orange. And now we have like a good brown tone on there.
Do you have a brush that you used on with the Americana, or did you wash that? When did you use it with?
It's the Americana brush I may have washed because I was like, this is drying out.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna rinse this one out and use this one. So I gotta seal those. Do you have anything else? I just have the one thing that probably won't get finished.
I have those two little frames I need to finish up. Those oval ones, get some art in them. I don't know that I have art for these, and then some of them need backers. One of them for sure doesn't have a backer.
Your cute little cousin Mandy changed in that bathroom. She went home in her bathing suit and her little outfit's still in the half bath. She's probably leaving it here so she has an excuse to come back.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, our house is really fun. And kids come and they don't want to leave. We had to be like, Mandy, we got to go to work. And her baby sister needed a nap.
Listen, Jamie's main goal in life is to never have to leave home.
So I have all the things. Also, if you can make a kid happy and they can have fun, like
we do need to get
awesome.
those kids over here to swim more.
Yeah.
I couldn't get Benson to do a 360 into the pool. He's like, no. So we got to where he was like turning onto his side and jumping in.
You want him to flip in the pool? We don't flip.
No, like just a spin. I just wanted him to spin as he jumped.
Gotcha.
He's like, I don't think I can do that.
What are you using on the frames? Dark oil wax?
Dark oil wax. All I did was sand them. They're oak frames.
And they're not as orangey.
I took the orangey right out of them.
I would have used white, but
you still could. This is going to dry. That would be cool effect. Once this dries, go back over with white, get like an oxidized look.
Yep. So I did a coat of Apothecary, almost like a primer coat. And now I'm coming back with Americana because it has a built-in sealer. And I'm getting these covered in 2 coats.
So we definitely took these more brown. If you guys remember, they were super orange. And I wiped a lot of that oil wax off. You could let it sit longer. This one's my favorite. It's probably the oldest. And it was pretty dried out.
Fiona says those bottles are gorgeous. Thank you.
So I don't have art for these. This is one of the printables from this month.
We'll get it
I think I might use it. I think that would look good with that dark frame. But I got to get like a backer and some glue. I don't think I'm going to worry about glass on them. One of them does have glass and a
they
mat.
all had backers.
No.
Yes, they did. You pulled them out. There's a stack
No,
of
I have
stuff.
2 with backer. I have one with backer and glass, and then one that was just a frame.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm going to go get those
ones out there, and then I will grab your heat gun and heat gun these so I can get a transfer on them.
I still need
I will paint the bottoms, but not while I'm live.
I still need to do like one more coat on these veranda ones. They needed to dry though before I.
Sandy says she loves my box that I did. Thank you. Other than scraping the old, it had like this art on there. Other than scraping that off, it was pretty simple.
All right, this is 2 coats over super shiny plastic. This was like Sirocco style plastic frames.
So it's going to need another coat.
So I'm going to have to do one more. They're nice and warm. Solar dryer's been doing its job. Did I go wash that pink brush though?
Yes. So I finished washing it because it's just sitting there.
It's going to be all wet now.
Sorry. Just use a paper towel to squeeze it out. It's very difficult to paint these. They like to go all over the place. Can you pass me the heat gun?
Yep. Oh, you brought the big frame out. I did print you a picture of that. Let me go see if it's done down there. Hang on.
I don't know that we have time to paint that.
Well, we'll show them what we're doing with it.
I mean, I could
Let me
probably
get a coat of paint on these and I'll go grab that.
I could probably paint it off camera and it can dry while I'm photographing stuff because I really do got to get that off the dining table. Luckily, we have a dining table outside. So in the summer, when I just leave crap all over our kitchen dining table waiting for me to photograph it, we just eat outside or at the bar.
Yeah, we have like a full size, bigger than the out there on the back porch. And it is super handy to just like walk out there and be like, oh, it's nice this evening. Let's just sit out here and eat. Keep the mess in the heat outside.
Yes, Edith, Salvation Solution is a good stain blocker if you don't want to use a lacquer-based shellac stain blocker. It usually takes 2 coats, sometimes 3 or 4 if it's real bad stain. Let it dry overnight, paint it. Our Salvation Solution primer is my favorite, and you can wash it out of your brush with soap and water. Oh, thanks, Jessica. She said, you and Zeb truly are relationship goals. Love watching us. We are not perfect, but we do love each other a whole lot. Well, I think you do.
No, I love you a whole lot.
I should have grabbed Fairy Tale Floral. It would have had some cute elements that look good on these. I'll have to go see what I have. You don't need to heat gun your paint. I'm just doing this because this is live TV, and I'm starting to get tired. And I need to finish these little projects. And they got to cool off. You definitely don't want to take fresh paint that you just heat gunned while it's hot and try to apply a transfer. That is a recipe for disaster. I think this one will work. I'll just take little elements off of this. Still working on the Saint Germain transfer. Have not finished it. If you guys have been here this whole time, I am going to circle back to my beeswax bar piece and distress.
We'll be wrapping it up here in a few minutes. We still got a couple projects that we got to finish. We may as well finish them with you.
Yeah, I got to get it done anyways. It's where Paintapalooza was born. We got stuff to do. Let's do stuff together.
All right, these might need a fourth coat. This is so shiny. Like up here on the top.
If you were spraying it, you could be done by now.
Oh, I was spraying it. It would have been one coat and done.
Transfer stick.
I've already given you mine and you lost yours. So we're out of luck now. Oh.
You took it back.
I did not. I have not used it. Okay.
All right. This is not a good idea, Jamie.
What are we doing on this? Transfers?
Yeah, but we just need to wipe it back because I use the.
Does it need sealer on it?
Beeswax bar. Yeah.
Oh.
I use the beeswax bar on the edge. So I think if you just use a damp rag, you should be able to pull off the first coat. Or I don't know if you do a damp rag or do you just use sandpaper? I don't know. Don't try this at home. Just let your piece dry all the way. Don't heat gun it and then force it to submit to your will. But that's still wet over there. All right, well, I got the first little flower on.
Well, it came off pretty good.
Yeah, because of the beeswax bar. Ta-da! So anvil on the base coat. Then I did 2 coats of anvil, let it dry. Then I used the beeswax bar on all the edges, then painted with apothecary and wet distress. So once that's dry, we need to seal it. We can put transfers on it and put the hooks back. Which of the brushes do we use the most? Klingon is the brand. We use all of them. Like, that's what we got out here. They take a lot of abuse. They are the most expensive brushes that we carry. The DIY brushes are really good too, especially if you're using DIY paint. But we abuse our brushes a lot, so we use these. Okay. Is Jack going to paint his thrift flips? Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to film him again. We'll see. But not while we're live. He's over at a friend's house. I don't know. The problem with like filming your kids too much is then you can get deemed a kids channel. And I don't want to have those kinds of restrictions because it's not like kids are watching him paint, right? Like that's not what this channel is. But maybe. We'll see. We will see. I thought he'd do them today, but he's off at friends' houses. So maybe tomorrow.
I'm going to go grab that paper and see if it printed.
Okay. Well, that one turned out cute. We got a yellow flower and a purple flower. Before using dark oil wax, should I seal it using regular DIY paint? You don't have to, but if you seal it, you'll have more control with the oil wax. You can use like clear oil wax first. But Zeb, especially DIY paint, because it's porous. So it just depends on the look you're going for. What color are you using? Like you could just use straight up oil wax over DIY paint. I feel like it'd be fine. Oh, that's pretty.
This is one of the printables.
Oh,
from this
printed
month.
out big for my project.
I wanted to show channel members, if you guys are watching, what it looks like when you blow it up, because you can take it to the print shop and blow up that image. I try to do pretty high res so that you can get them bigger than they're designed in an 8x10, but
so do you want to show them the frame that's going to go in?
Yeah, that's awesome. That turned out really good.
Turned out cute.
So I'm seeing it right now with you guys for the first time. Went downstairs and pulled it off the press. I'm pretty happy that it did not pixelate at all.
Good job. Are the tins different sizes? Yeah, they are. They were in the picture too. They're chosen at random. So whoever ordered them will get whichever ones they get. I always put chosen at random. It makes the job easier, and then you don't have people saying, how come I got this one? It's just picked. I do have some tins where you can buy like the whole package of them. I think we have one left. But these are the only ones I'm making over.
What are your plans with this frame?
I was gonna paint it with juniper.
Okay. I think that'll go well with this print.
Yeah. I used juniper on that frame back there if you want to show them what color. That is the one that's the pedestal frame behind me. Thank goodness this is drying and curing up. It's going on a lot easier.
So the frame is going this color.
If I printed the image on my home printer, do I need to let the paper dry? Yeah, you should. I haven't used all the printers, so I don't know how it works. So you definitely need to test it out and see what works best for you.
Was there a backer on this when you pulled it out? Oh yeah, I remember it was like that whole print, huh? It's right here.
Yeah, a backer. I didn't want to put the glass back in it though because it's gonna.
I just needed to hold it.
So this may look a lot better on camera. I promise the print is cheap looking and it's screwed up. So that's why we redid it.
All right, so imagine that, but in juniper.
That's gonna be really pretty. Inkjet, yeah, just let it dry and you should be fine. Depending on the paper you're printing on, it should be okay. Inkjet's what a lot of because inkjet lasers are great, but you don't get the same quality of print as you do with an inkjet. I mean, albeit they're fancy inkjets, but that's what a lot of commercial printers are using for their color images.
We use an archival ink.
Yeah, ours is an archival ink, which is probably more fancy than is necessary, but that's what we use.
Listen, trying to bring you guys a high quality product made in the USA.
We're extra. I'm gonna double layer this one.
Made in Lehigh, Utah.
Made upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah, upstairs and downstairs.
Depending on the size of the printer we're using. All right,
We do have a room. We could put them both in together. It would save me.
We do have the printer room, but that's where the sticker printer is.
Yep.
Why do we have a sticker printer? Oh, because I wanted one.
We actually haven't used it for too many things fun yet. We've only used it for making subscription paper and stencils.
I mean, that's fun. And we used it for our Christmas gifts.
Oh, yes. There was that.
Oh, I forgot I got to paint the bottoms of these.
What are you doing with this
They said it looks
candlestick?
great with the, you know what? I wonder if we could, no, we'll do it, Juniper.
Huh?
I was going to say, I wonder if we could just like dry brush white over the top of that to bring out
that
the detail.
that frame would look really good dark oil wax.
You could dark oil wax. Nobody's bought it. We do what we want. We'll do dark oil wax it, and then it could be finished. Done is always good.
I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna dark oil wax it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So
and I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit so it gets darker.
All the rest of my
I don't know if this is gonna dry before this video is over. Was some pretty thick clay.
Well, I had to get it on there, and
then a apothecary candlestick.
So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna dry brush the molds, and then I'm going to put a transfer in the middle, and then I'll seal it all. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Let's wet distress this. I haven't used straight up DIY paint in a while. I forgot how amazing it wet distresses.
Yeah, it'll do just what you want it to do, as much or as little.
We got a lot of projects done here. It's piling up back there.
Yep. I got to take the glass out of this, so I don't want to get oil wax all over the glass.
Okay.
I mean, we may as well if we're going to oil wax it because we got the oil wax out.
Oh, somebody said to just use hairspray to set their inkjet printer. That's smart. Are you going to leave the glass in it?
I might.
That'll protect the print.
I think it'll be better with the glass in it, just because then I don't have to worry about like gluing that paper down to the backer. That gets tricky.
I'm just sealing over the top of these transfers, and I don't have to seal the rest of the paint because I use cottage color, but I want the sheen to mostly match. So I'm just going to seal it all, and then these little tins will be finished. They're almost like little peel box tins. I will have to, when they dry, open them, and I'll probably lightly distress them too, and get because it's probably sealed shut, so I'll take a razor blade and get them open.
This actually already almost has like a dark wax.
I don't think you need to do anything. Let's just put the print in there, and our base looks
now
good.
I gotta seal that over that.
There's white paint on that. Hold on.
That's not from me or from you.
I don't know where that came from.
It was on there already. It's been on there a minute. And white paint on the glass too.
Maybe just lightly distress it. See if you can sand it off. Oh, there we go. It's coming off. There's like the tiniest little bit in these cracks.
Some right here too.
Here, good luck. AC excavating. You don't need to drive that fast down my road. I wonder if you could hear me through the glass.
Yeah, I don't think he heard you.
You don't think he did? Do you know that it's almost 5 o'clock, Seb?
What?
Where did the day go?
I was gardening all morning until like 11:30.
I know. I was separating stuff, and we had cousins come over. I don't know that all your project dreams are going to come true.
I don't think any of them are going to come true. The girls aren't here to do the ones that I was planning on doing.
Well, you can help me photograph stuff. And get it out of the dining table. We could check that off the list. I'm just sealing this up because I used DIY paint that does not have a built-in sealer in it. So.
I'm using this rag I used to do the dark oil wax to wipe it back. And it's getting any like little scuffs or imperfections and darkening them up.
I'm just gonna put this out back.
Okay.
Do we need to paint anything else?
Yeah, those verandas are not, they need another coat.
Mm.
Shiny plastic frames.
No, I don't. I think we can just distress them. If you put another coat, it's going to be a royal pain in the butt to get the paint off. It's going to like be stuck for days.
Were we going to get the paint off?
Huh?
Just dark oil wax and you're not going to get any paint off. Dark oil wax everything.
You can do what you want, but I'm going to lightly distress it. All right. You can see the paint's not really coming off very well. All right, you can dark oil wax these. Are the little cans painted shut? Yes, I'll have to. I'll take a little razor blade. Well, once they're dry, then I will distress them. And I'll take a little razor blade, go around the edge, and open them up. I had to do that with the little yellow boxes that I painted in yesterday's video. I have my ways. Let's see.
Hey, do you know if that Mexican restaurant is open where they were putting that down by the ballpark? Because I could go for that when we go to Jack's game.
Hold on, sorry, I was responding to the shop. What?
Oh, the Mexican restaurant, is it open yet?
I don't know if that's open, but that would be delicious. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
That little double cheeseburger situation. What's in my backyard? What do you mean what's in my backyard? My mom? The dogs? A pool?
She put some stuff back there in the sun to dry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a candlestick? This I need to seal so we can put transfers on it. Everything's getting a gloss sealer today. Not our normal sealer, but you know, we can grow, use new things. This needs transfers or something on it. But sealer's got to dry first.
Where to put my piece of art?
Maybe it's in the fridge.
Maybe.
With the mail and the keys. I don't know if the person that told us about that is still here, but. Oh, you saw a plaid shirt. Yeah, that's my mom. My mom was out there. It's windy, so she's probably not out there for long. Takes her breath away. Hi, puppy.
Oh, gotta warn these boys.
Tell them nope. We've been live too long. The people are.
They're coming back. Oh, and Cody's home too. He's letting them know. Hey, Cody. Shh. Cody. Shh. I know,
Let's
you're
see if
so
I
tough.
can get this dry enough to dry brush it. Does anyone else use the large false fingernails to distress their items? I have never, ever heard of that. It's very interesting. I've seen people use carbine scrapers. I've never heard of large fingernails. That's a new one. And it's not too often that I hear something I've never heard before. Yumiko, you win the internet today. we have whiteout, Zeb?
No, I don't think we do.
Okay.
No dry brushing for you.
Oh, you can't stop me that easy. I need a little brush. Do you have any little turquoise iris brushes? Where did they all go?
They're in there.
Oh, it's in the other drawer. Okay. Just need to dry brush this mold. So I use the Verdi's mold. And I want to dry brush the leaves to bring out the detail. Oops.
Oops. Trying to get that going the other way.
So I'm using plaster in cottage color. I have been loving plaster because it's not super harsh and it pairs well with a lot of things. Sometimes the white can be a really stark contrast. Plaster
looks almost too new.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So it's still drying. Zeb did create a two-sided picture, but I wouldn't use the other side.
That one's not going to stick how I want. I'm trying to get these staples back in the holes they came out of.
There, what is it? Happy Gilmore, are you too good for your hole? Get in your hole.
We
We've got a lot of one-liners going on in today's
golfing.
Jamie Ray vintage. They were golfing. Seal that up. Frederick, what time do you have football? 7:30? You have 5:30 your football?
Oh, so you need a ride soon?
What?
He's getting something to eat before football. I don't know how you're wearing that hoodie. I'd die. He's got a hoodie on with the hood on.
It's cozy.
All right, if you guys have been waiting for the reveal, it's coming. I'm going to tell you like I'll tell the kids. It's going to be a little bit. A little bit is an unknown amount of time. Not a long while, just a little bit.
We need 5 prints of Jolly Santa, Zeb.
Oh, okay.
Medium.
Okay. Is that from the shop? I usually keep 3 or 4 on hand. I was not anticipating running out in June.
Listen, people are Christmas crafting. I don't know why I didn't you do something with the new stencils that we have. This month's stencils, I haven't done anything with them.
Oh.
I guess I'll have to get on that. Okay, this one's dry.
Okay, we're getting there. Like 4 more staples and I can show you, and then I can put the rest of them in off
So
camera.
we'll call it good. What did you do with St. Germain? Oh, it's under here.
It's back in the back.
I don't know, guys, that I'm going to get these all finished, get a reel, get them updated. Like, it might be tomorrow. We'll see how far we get. Where's the scissors?
Did you go outside?
Huh? I did go outside, and yes, I did forget to shut the...
Sorry, I was just making sure it just didn't randomly ghost open.
Well, this house is 105 years old, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 108 years old.
108. Right around there. Huh?
Yeah.
You're correct. 108.
I can do math. Shocking.
You're real good with percentages.
I'm discounts.
And how much 25% off of 50% actually is.
Listen, I like me a discount and I will figure it out. And I'm a professional shopper. It's literally what I do for a living. So I'm taking something that's a long image that's like taller than I need it to be, and I'm making it something that's going to go all the way across my piece. I do that all the time to stretch transfers and get them to do what I want. And because I sealed this, like that is just coming off so good.
Okay. We're ready. We're ready for the reveal. That's not the reveal. This is the reveal.
Ta-da!
Oh, now we just have glare.
Oh, that turned out really good.
We're going to turn those lights off.
Look at us getting that big old project done. Now we just got to finish all these little frames.
I'm going to turn some lights off, so it might get a little dim for a second.
All right.
It's like middle of the afternoon, so probably not too dim.
There's still those ones on over there.
It's okay. They weren't glaring on my thing. There we go. Can you guys see that? There's the whole frame.
Yeah, they can. That turned out really good.
That's a fun printable. That might be one of our better ones.
I know. And we're not blowing.
We got a lot of good ones.
We've not blown them up that big before.
We have a few, but it's been a long time. All right.
All right. I'm not going to get the coat rack back on, but here's this.
Amazing what a little bit of art can do to change a piece.
This is just like a simple IKEA, nothing to write home about coat rack that's turned pretty cute. You want to show them everything?
Yeah.
Here, I'll go get my candlestick that's drying outside.
Look, we can put these on there. Is this wet still? It looks wet.
What? Oh, yeah. Don't.
It is wet,
it's wet
still. I touched
it's totally wet. I just sealed that.
Whoops, don't touch it. These aren't going to make it. We got to get some art in there anyway.
This is going to get a transfer in the middle of it. I had to use the molds to hide the lovely stuff that happened when I chunked off the Wi-Fi thing. It was like words that were glued on. I did some battle damage and I covered it up with a mold. Okay, let's get this done.
Oh, and the clock. That was one of the very first things.
I know. I think I did.
It's been hiding out over there so long, most people don't even know we probably did it in this video.
They're just tuning in. They're like, wait a second. When did that happen?
You have to go back and watch the replay.
Oh my goodness. We did a lot. And then these just have to be. Okay, Deb, you want to do a little pan?
Yep.
When you get your clock up there.
I don't know. I don't know if they need a pan. I can see most of it all right
Can
there.
I see it? Well, let me put this
Your
down.
apothecary jar is in the way.
My apothecary. Oh, the can of paint.
Okay, pan coming.
Just making sure there's nothing out in the front yard. Nope. So we have been live for, let's see. Now I did cheat. I did do a little bit.
Solid 2 hours.
2 hours and 18 minutes. So paint products at JamieRayVintage.com, and anything that isn't sold, I will get those photos updated either today or tomorrow, but you can also buy those under the Thrift Finds and Thrift Flips. Man, we are painting fulls today.
We just got to get some art in a couple things and we'll be on our way.
Yep. All right, guys, I got to go run Redrick to football, and then we got a baseball game. We got to have Jack there by 6:30, but maybe a little earlier. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, hit that share button, and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, you guys.
on that big frame. That's off to the side. It's hiding.
Oh, well, they saw that.
Yeah, it's fine. I just showed it.